before the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Demon Deacons offense will have the first possession of the game. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is a team game. Obviously, the quarterback position is so dependent on others' success, but play within yourself, make those plays, don't make the big mistakes.
Now the play fake. Fires to the tight end. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. And the Demon Deacons in the hurry-up.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up.
Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all three phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what a coach is talking about. Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty, it's not fun, but let's finish strong throughout this conference play.
The Demon Deacons in a good spot here with second and short.
Here we go.
They'll go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Ball just inside the 40 at the 39. It's third and short. Back to throw. It's Witzel. Bringing the heat. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
What a snag. How about that catch, man? When he threw the football, you're like, no, don't throw it. But the big fella says, it's my ball. I don't care if anybody's near me. He'll make the catch. That tight end just earned some money.
And they won't be able to down it. It goes into the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers offense will have its first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
The Panthers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Fakes the grab over the middle. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He leaves it with his back. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Pittsburgh has a really nice drive going. Wants to go up top on first down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Now, if you're on defense in this one, you've had a good play, you swat that pass away, but you better turn the page and get ready for it because it's probably coming again. You're going up against one of the top 10 passing offenses in the country. You're going to have to be really good in the back end all game long.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
And a really nice job by the defense winning second down. I think the quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Looking to the big tight end. Connection to the right. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Quickly complete. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that quarterback can go in the other direction.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on third. Got his man down the middle. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's going for the goal line. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. And the Panthers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Got the quick completion.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Leaves it with the back. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Demon Deacons want to move quickly.
And the defense gives up the first down. And here they go. They're going fast. No time to substitute. Got to communicate quickly and get back on the line of scrimmage.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. To throw, it's Witzel. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They've got some work to do on this third and long from the 40. The play action fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. The Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Crosses the 45. There he goes. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big game for the offense.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. With that last catch, he now breaks the 1,500-yard mark for his career.
And that's a pretty good accomplishment, man. Hit 1,500 yards. That speaks to your consistency, your durability, and your playmaking ability, Palmer, to consistently make plays. Because when you got those guys as a quarterback, you find them.
It's pretty nice. 1,500 yards, obviously a great number. The cool thing about him, though, he doesn't care about the stats. This guy just wants to win week in, week out. He's hungry, and he's made plays throughout his career.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period. That's the end of the period, and Pittsburgh has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball is at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Gonna run it. It's McBride. Running through contact. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Pitt. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. When you go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Back to throw, it's Witzel. Makes the grab. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Here we go, here we go.
Back to pass. They're working that left side. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. And the Demon Deacons headed quickly to the line. Off the play fake on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Demon Deacons are facing 3rd and inches. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. They bring the punter onto the field now. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Oh, he's got some space. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. They're dealing with a second and long. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Ball is loose. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Moves away as he feels pressure. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making.
Touchdown, Panthers! Quick strike through the air for the score. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. PAT unit on the field. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. East Carolina is lighting up the scoreboard behind an offense that looks just about as good as we've ever seen in Greenville. They're up by 17 over Florida Atlantic. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Quickly out to the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Demon Deacons racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground to try to move the chains. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Number 13.
The Demon Deacons will punt it away on 4th down. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive linemen. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
Looking for a man. It's Witzel. Makes the catch. It's Bowie.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
One man in the backfield, and he gets it. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24. And the Demon Deacons with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the running back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Caught near the sticks. It's Adkins. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wake. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Lisa, requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The give on the inside. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Now on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Got enough for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Fires to the wideout. Got a wide open receiver. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Pulls it in. It's McBride. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Panthers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. Makes the grab. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking downfield, it's Witzel. Going for the big play. He's got it. They'll immediately call timeout.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This offense always looking for those big explosive plays, and now they've got it just inside the 30. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Trying to make magic on the scramble.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Demon Deacons line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll move the wide receiver. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. And this one is perfect. That cuts the lead down to 28-10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One more snap coming before halftime. On the run, it's McBride. And after that short gain, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Winston-Salem. What a fine performance we've seen. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust his strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at a Legacy Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. And the Demon Deacons will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Works the middle.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the end route there.
The Panthers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Motion from the back. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Pitt will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Dropping back, it's Witzel. Got his man in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Demon Deacons will hustle to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Turning it on. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Demon Deacons have moved it inside the 20. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Working that left side now. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 13. The Demon Deacons have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback or you can call him a running back. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football, but when he sees a hole, his eyes get big and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him, just chewing up yards so easy.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wake.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll bring it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19s. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's got an open man. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. as well give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. A strike downfield. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Tight end now in motion. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Fitted in the window for the score.
And this QB starting to do some work, man. The big explosive play in the passing game. You get inside the 10, you're thinking run. Everybody thinking run. You back it up with another pass, another great throw, and quickly this offense gets right to the end zone.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on that.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They've clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
And the Demon Deacons come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Can't get him to the ground. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. 2nd down coming up. Looking for a man. It's Witzel. Throws to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Works the middle of the field. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden,
breaks into the open. Drills him with the stiff arm. Offense on the move. A big play there, gets it to the 30. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Demon Deacons are moving quickly down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. Halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Throws toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. After the earlier field goal, they'll try again, this time a 43-yard attempt. Smashes in between the uprights. That'll trim the deficit to 15. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. BYU is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Ty Detmer, this might not be over just yet. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Arizona. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Running into the open space. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Handoff from the gun. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Panthers can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Base 27 jump. Base 27 jump.
Off play action. He's moving out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. And the Panthers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. They go back to work in the final period of this one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Ball marked at the 26. It's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wasu. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They march 78 yards down the field, and they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
I know a lot of people don't like prevent yourself from winning, but when I'm up by 3 scores in the 4th quarter, I am not giving up a single big play. I'm letting you check it down, throw it in front of me. I'm going to tackle you. I'm going to let that clock tick because I am up and that clock is running out.
To the air. It's Witzel. Grabbed in the middle. It's Bowie. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 30, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Here we go, set.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
He'll keep it himself. There he goes. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the 1st down.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
Right on the money. That action takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Power football with the run. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal.
Let's go, let's go.
Back to throw, it's Witzel. Here's a heat. The throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Got a man. It's John. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Pitt will have to boot this one away. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt.
Returner runs out of bounds.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice.
And he tries to get away, but he cannot. He's taken down. He'll lose a couple. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Witzel. Rushes on him. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Makes the catch down the right side. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And the Demon Deacons getting set on 1st and 10. Got it behind the line. It's Bowie. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Demon Deacons are in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. And the Demon Deacons have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Bowie. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. The Demon Deacons look to do some damage in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Finley. Now he's going to break the pocket. Oh, he's got some space. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw. Going for 6. Touchdown, Demon Deeks. Fired in from the red zone for the score. That dude's really big. How in the world did they lose him?
Because down here he does a lot of blocking and you play a lot of man coverage in the red zone. And what do? You peek in the backfield and you lose the big fella. I don't know how he lost that big of a guy, but he lost him.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Louisville is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up by 18 over Virginia. We'll circle back if anything changes in this big-time ACC matchup. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Gets a turnover. Gets it to him on the screen. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
And the defense had that one sniffed out from the start. But look at this. The offense back on the...
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He wants a big play here late. Makes the grab plenty for the first down. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. What an unfortunate penalty there. They thought they'd converted the 4th down. Instead, they'll have to try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Under fire. He's taking the deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This is an area of the game, on offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Aurora. Floats it out in space. At the 40, there he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big-time pickup on that one. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're going to test the right side with this one. Still running at the 40. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27.
Okay, ready?
Pitt coming to the line after getting another first down.
Set. Kill.
From the gun to give, looking for room. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Release to the back. Grabbed over the middle. It's McBride.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start expecting to find ways to win games and you expect that you will perform well enough to do so, that's really hard to stop.
It's a mindset, Reese. This team has it right now. You can tell their players trust each other. Big situations arise in games. They're looking at each other in the huddle on the sideline, expecting to make the play that's going to help them win games. This team incredibly mentally tough right now, Dave.
And you start to build that mental toughness when you start to string together positive weeks. And you start to string together positive plays. Now you know you can do it. It's not, we talked about it in the offseason, oh, we want to do this. Now you're starting to execute it and put it together on the field.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.